Every speck.
You know, if I'm 100 feet off the ground, I can really just pretend that I'm not.
Every speck of dust.
You know, you've got 5 or 6 seconds of flight away from the wall before you land again.
Every speck. Every speck of dust
And so you're kind of constantly negotiating how much energy you need to put behind each move.
There's beautiful flight coming at you, coming into your body, into your cells.
dust.
This project began about a year ago when Catherine Powell contacted me, and she's the director of LARC, the Labor Archives and Research Center. But she wanted for the 30th anniversary of her organization to do something really big and really breathtaking. So she invited us onto the campus to do something where the archives are actually housed.
So we are having a dance performance that is on the side of the building that draws attention to the archives, but it's also utilizing oral histories that are in the archives. So you will hear the voices of women who will describe their experiences back in the 70s.
We'll give you equal pay.
Until you're allowed.
What's changed? What's the primary thing that's changed since you were working in the trades 25 years ago? 50% of the jobs were closed to you if you didn't wear a dress.
And so we start with an interview with Molly Martin, who was one of the first women electricians in the Bay Area. And she talks about how when she was 20 years old working in the trades, getting into the field, the word sexual harassment, the concept, the legal term didn't even exist. It wasn't even named. And then we looked at the experience of women in the trades, and that was the whole broom section, where we interviewed a laborer, Violet, who was a laborer. She said, "Oh, I love the broom when I'm on the job site because the broom organizes the site. It keeps everything clean and orderly so you can get something done." And Audrey, who is a pile driver, which is a little bit higher up on the chain of work, she said, "Oh, if you're a woman, they'll stick you with the broom, so you gotta throw that broom down and get on the big machines." And then in the third section, I was really interested in the political approach to equity, where equity is not often given, it's mostly fought for. So most of the women featured in the third section were involved in the strikes at the Hilton hotels in San Francisco for fair wages. And to me, that's a really crucial battle that is still ongoing.
You're gonna throw.
I thought it really represented the struggle of gender equality in the workforce. I thought that was really cool. They used words and integrated rhythm and sound into that stuff. But I learned that we do have a good labor archive, so it's nice to know if I ever need it.
You know, what are the jewels that you have in those archives of women's experience? And we're talking about women in work, so we're often looking at equal access, equal pay, equal rights to be there. But that's power that I have as a performing artist, is to bring alive the words, the experience of women who have fought for something and have made something happen. Because I think making something happen is contagious. So if you know that someone has made something happen, it gives you, that much more confidence to make something happen in your own life that you feel needs doing.
Put me on the big machine. I'm too fast for that little job. Put me on the big machine. I'm too fast for that little job. Put me on the big